week 2. Once again, Nate Martin, Buddy Martinez, Louis Roman, Chris Lahr. So I'll get to our last 3 games here for week 2. First of all, though, I want to mention, I know everyone's always hitting up the website, but also new to Timoteo is our Twitter account, Timoteo Sports. So make sure, right now we only got 26 followers.
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Timoteo Nation's got to come out for this. So that should be up a few hundred by, 24 hours within seeing this.
Show.
Yeah.
Right.
So make sure you're checking it out, be updating stuff there, and just be a good time. So enough of that. Let's get into our football games. So our other 4:30 game, huge game, big rivalry here. Eagles-Packers, always an epic battle. Always lives up to the hype. Eagles actually coming in though 0-1. Both teams had close games. Eagles though fell short. Packers just squeaked it out against the Raiders. So, Chris, what are you thinking? What's happening to your former Packers?
This is going to be a classic battle. It always is. These two. I mean, this is game of the week. Always the best. Even if one of the teams stinks, it always ends up being good. Good battle. Now, here's the thing that most folks don't know. Well, we've had 8 years, right, of Urban Bowls. There's been 8 or 7. 7 or 8 years of Urban. 8. 7 of those Urban Bowls, the Eagles have been in them, right? The only year that they did not make the Urban Bowl, they went 0-2. They've only went 0-2 one other time. So this is a must-win for the Eagles if they want to even think about seeing Urban Bowl play this year. So the Packers, on the other hand, they seem to start 2-0 every year. But I see some changes. I think the Eagles played really tough the first week. They had some injuries they had to deal with. Packers had to also deal with some injuries. The thing that makes me nervous about the Packers is their offense seemed a little anemic ever since they fired their offensive coordinator, right? And so it gets me a little nervous whether they even be able to score on these Eagles. And as a result, I think with a must-win sense of urgency of the Eagles, I think the Eagles win this week 30-20.
Cool. Lewis, what do you have to say about this battle?
If Jimmy plays quarterback, the Eagles are going to lose, which I got them losing 36-27. But other than that, he shouldn't be playing at all. He's not good. The quarterback, he looks down the receivers too much, and they going to get exposed by the Packers. Shout out to Chris.
All right. Buddy, maybe taking some liberties here interpreting what Chris was saying, but sounded like you can't beat the Eagles without him. I think that's what I was hearing. What do you have to say?
I have to say, I like this guy. This guy's kind of wise over here. Well, I mean, this game always ends up coming close. I mean, whether a team wins by 2 scores or not, I mean, usually the Eagles always kind of get the better of the Packers in the games that they play. The Eagles, I mean, Leroy looked phenomenal against the Cowboys this last week. I mean, he was just dissecting their defense. I had a chance even at the end of the game to win it, but just kind of couldn't put it through. We had a drop pass, I think, by Jimmy, the guy you're talking about, and they didn't win the game. But yeah, the Jolik, he was playing phenomenal this last week, and so was Teddy. So, I mean, as they match them up, I mean, they're missing 2 big guys. You're missing Wesley, who's doubtful for the game, and then Christian's real doubtful. I mean, Christian's on crutches right now after, kind of forcing his way and playing in that last game hurt. So, as far as the offense goes, I mean, I think what it was is that, the Packers were out there kind of patching the field up a little bit. We're kind of tired, didn't get to warm up, you know what I mean? But their defense kind of always comes through. The Raiders did a good job of shutting down Khalil, Allen, and Qua, but they forgot all about Christian. You know what I mean? So Christian might not be there this week. So the Packers are going to have to go to their subs and need the other guys to step up. So, I mean, it's going to be a classic game, but I'm going to go with my heart instead of my head this week, and I'm going to go with the Packers winning 20-19.
2019.
2019.
That'd be a good game. Make sure you see that game. It's going to be good. Moving to our 6 o'clock games. Colts, Lions. Both teams losing their opener. Colts just had that rough, there's no defense. Defense was not there. They should have just sat them all down, apparently, when the offense was on the field. But and then the Lions, new team, showed, had some hope there. They were flying high off their scrimmage game victory, but came to reality when the real season started here. Cardinals beat them pretty good. So, Chris, what do you feel?
Yeah, this right. I'll tell you right now. chances are both of them are going to be in the poor four. But the loser of this game is definitely already in the poor four. And so the other teams can just begin kind of lining themselves up and seeing if they can get better than the others. But I think when I look at this team, the two of these teams seem confused to me. I think they think this is Timoteo touch football. Because all they do is touch people with their hands. They don't actually grab the flag. So you have to take the flag and pull it from the belt, and that's how you tackle somebody. If you do that, then you stop them, and the chances are you can score points. And if you score points and you stop them from scoring points, you can win the game, right? So last week, the Colts got 59 points, which is amazing. They did score 35 points. So there's a lot of questions with these two teams, and I think this is a good matchup for them. And we're going to find out who the real Lions are and who the real Colts are this week as they play each other. But I think the Colts are going to come ahead, and they're going to win this offensive battle with no defense, 42-33.
Lewis, what do you got?
Going to shock the world. The Lions will win this game. Only game of the season they will win. 28-12. Colts, no defense, no offense. Suspect all around. Don't punt the ball because they had a punt return. It's just bad. They just bad.
All right. Buddy, what do you have to say?
Well, on the Colts, I mean, we know that they can score some points. You know what I mean? Whether it was fluky or not, they were scoring points against the Panthers. Or whether the defense on the Panthers is soft or not, we're still not sure yet. But, offensively, I mean, with Raheem, Adam, and Chris, I mean, they got a nice little nucleus there. You know what I mean? But same goes with the Lions. They got Will, Scott, and George. I mean, I don't know which team's going to score more points, but if I had to guess, I'm gonna go with the Lions pulling it out and winning 36-32. George, watch all those illegal blows, please, George. I mean, player safety comes first.
Gotcha. All right. Going to our final game, 49ers Cowboys. Any other week, this may be the game of the week, actually. But it's just, we have the Cards, Ravens, and Packers, Eagles. But both teams 1-0, having close victories against some tough teams, though. But 1-0 nonetheless. Who's going to come out 2-0 after this week, Chris?
This is a shocking turn of events. We call them 49ers. This time last year, they were just like the Colts and the Lions. They could play touch football, and that was fine because they could outscore anybody. They had one of the greatest offenses we've ever seen in the league in Mike Medina's quarterback. But now they lead the league in sacks. They got 5 sacks. And they're also number 1 in defense after week 1, which it was a completely turnaround. They've never been 1 in defense. And so this year, I think this week we're going to see the offense catch up to the defense. I think Felix is going to have his coming out party. I think he's going to come out of the closet. He's going to show these guys how to play football. And he's going to beat the Cowboys. And the Cowboy curse starts this week as the 49ers win 33-14.
49ers versus the boys. I got the boys winning 46-0. Crash and flash. I'm not going to do anything. Don't know why I left the Jets. Bad decision. But y'all going to lose this week. 46-0. That's it.
All right. Blowout. Buddy, what do you think?
Well, let's talk a little bit about the 49ers. The 49ers, I mean, I always knew there was something special about Felix. Now I'm starting to understand what it is. He's coming together as a quarterback there. He seems like he has a real good relationship with his center. You know what I mean? And it seems like anytime he's in trouble, he'll dish it right out to David. So this week here, I mean, but let's talk about the Cowboys, all right? The Cowboys, they're in a whole nother level, all right? And now, it was Quentin's team, you know what I mean, over there, but now they have Newt. Newt came in and saved them this last week. Without Newt, the Cowboys would not have won this game. Yeah. So now being Quentin's team, and it doesn't even matter anymore. This is Newt's team, and they have to find a way to give Superman the ball. That's what I'm going to start calling him now, because he scored almost in every possible way. He ran a punt return. He took it, I think, an interception and ran the ball.
He threw a pass to himself, didn't he?
I think that's what he'd probably do this week here. Just give the ball to Newt. Newt is clearly probably the best player in that team right now. And then I just believe it just skyrockets the Cowboys' talent over there. And I got the Cowboys winning this game 40-19. Not saying that the 49ers ain't good, but they're just, with Newt, they're in a whole nother level.
All right, and that's them playing flag football, not tackle, right?
Well, we still got to see about the rest. Need to watch these games close.
We have to watch those Cowboys. But Thanks again for joining us for Timoteo TV. Come out to the field week 2. Sorry for that little technical difficulty. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Timoteo Sports, and we'll see you out on the field.